Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Smite. I've played a few games since my last episode so I could make sure to have enough to buy Bakasura. Played Bakasura a couple of times. Like, almost every practice mode I've played Bakasura. So he's kind of my, like, favorite god currently. So, when you see me playing random or playing in general, it'll probably be this character. So just getting that out of the way real fast. Let me grab my boots and my mace. Okay. Bakasura is a very interesting champion. Whenever he kills someone, or whenever he kills minion or god alike, he gets an attack speed and a movement speed increase. His number 1 is a jump attack. His number 2, he gets to eat someone, and his number 3 turns his his attacks into true damage. Let's get some damage in here. Oh, that fucker took my blue buff. Eh. But I got to eat something, so it's fine. Whenever I eat a champion, or whenever I eat a minion, it heals me for a certain amount. And it can get pretty good. And I like to eat things. It's an interesting mechanic. But it allows me to remove something from the game, or remove an enemy from the game without worrying too much about it. I'm not grabbing my ultimate right away with this. Normally I would, but because of this game mode, I'm going for an extra point in eat first, or in eat minion first, because I don't want to allow them to get any minion advantage. And eat minion is my it's my strongest direct attack against minions. So it's just one of those types of things. But since you can't get the same skill for level 6, so I'm gonna go for my ult there. Yeah, my ult is kind of interesting. Basically, I'm actually going to use that here. I puke all over you, and then the monsters that I've eaten come to life. So I have no mana, so can't eat anybody, which kind of makes me a little sad. The way I build Bakasura is slightly different than what most people do. As I've said before, my favorite stat is direct cooldown reduction. So I usually build pretty heavily in the cooldown reduction early, and then I pick up some mana, or mana regain, and I just walked into a trap and a tornado. So I'm pretty much dead. Going back to buy. If you see here, let's see, what is it my recommended or my favorites? I guess it's my favorites. It kind of shows some of the items I get. But for now, just gonna pick up my ninja tabbies and get ready for my. One thing I do like about him is he's a great jungler. He's like built to be a good jungler, and it makes him fun to play. And that way I can be an assassin, I can run around, and as you see, I can take a little bit of a hit. I have 1,000 health at level 8. That's more than most carries. Get outside of that. Don't matter if I don't get the kill, as long as my team gets the kills. But we're actually kind of losing. How are we losing? Huh. We get too many people letting minions through, I guess. So as you can see, now that I've maxed out my eat minion ability, my next ability will be or the next thing I'm going to start working on is my Butcher's Blade. Butcher's Blade gives me a permanent buff to my damage, as well as, when activated, it converts my attacks into true damage. Also, if you're ever going to try playing Bakasura, when you eat, you want to try to eat this big guy. Even if the big guy has a little bit of health, because he's pretty much like the siege minion. He has more health, more damage, or does more damage, and all around he's more dangerous than any of the other minions. Even at like a quarter of his health, he will out damage another minion. So, or any other individual minion. So taking him out of the fight early in the lane is usually very good. Yeah. As you notice, whenever I use my ult, I vomit up, like I said, I vomit up my minions, or I vomit up everything I've eaten. You see this guy eat this guy, and you see I get a buff here that says I've eaten somebody. At the same time as vomiting them up, my auto attack also becomes ranged, and it has a slight AoE attached to it. So it makes it very useful to... There we go. It's like, as you can see here, I got 4 assists, 0 kills, 0 deaths. So I'm slight credit to team, but I'm not doing all that well. But at the same time, I think I've eaten enough minions to say that I've been doing pretty good. Let's see if I can jump. No, I can't jump that far. And because of the fact that I can eat a minion, and because I gain health when I eat minions, it gives me a great, or it gives me a nice little sustain ability that a lot of characters don't have. Nothing there. Probably I should just check my area. As you can see, like, Fenrir right now is just following me, and I let him catch up, which wasn't nice. But, as you can see, my way of playing him, I pretty much just jump in and out of the fight, as I can. See, is that the best item for me? I'm actually gonna just pick up this item. It gives me a slight aura, or it gives me an aura which will help my team, as well as grant me. So, I think it's one of the highest MP5, because as you can see, my mana is kind of my bugbear. Oh, whoops, I accidentally just stole that kill. I know, like, most people will be like, yeah, it's good to get kills and all that, but I personally, especially when I'm playing a character like this, I don't actually like getting kills too much. It's great to be able to do damage, and getting kills allows me to get money, but at the same time, it's just kind of one of those, if I get the kill, it hinders my other people, and I'm an assassin, so I'm designed to kind of sneak in there and get it. So it's kind of a hindrance to team if an assassin gets way too many kills, because they're so squishy. I'm one of the tankier of the assassins, but I'm still, like, as you see, one fight, if I'm not careful, I can get taken out without too much trouble. But I'm not gonna jump because, oh, actually, I'm gonna accidentally jump because I forgot to cancel the action. Whoops. Run from Fenrir because he can kill me. Should have waited and jumped over the wall.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Awkwardly enough, we're still losing. Did I even eat something there? I think he killed what I was eating. It's happened a couple of times. I believe I still get the point for the kill, or for the eat, but it is a little... I don't get the gold, so it's kind of one of those weird... Yay, I got the eat, I got the health back from eating it, but I didn't get the gold, so... Actually not being all that mana intensive this game, which is kind of unusual. Every time I've played Bakasura, but at the same time they have 2 assassins on their team. Well, I wouldn't say 2 assassins, but Kronos is kind of like a mage assassin. So and we have 2 assassins on my team, so I'm not really sitting in a position where I'm constantly the one doing damage. Get away from here, and I'm gonna buy. This playstyle is a little bit weird for most Bakasuras, and once you get in, you'll know what you're doing. Like when you start getting close, and you'll know what fits for you and what you like to do. They have a tank. They don't really got anybody that heavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the bow. This will turn my auto attacks into, my auto attacks into an AOE. And apparently I'm just gonna get beat up as soon as I step outside. But I did take some damage that a teammate might have taken if I didn't. So. Tanking in this game has a lot to do with body blocking, compared to like in League of Legends or Dota, where you're the tank if you can stun an enemy or something. This game you can actually just stand in front. There is no actual, hey, click on this guy and the skill will instantly hit them. So, tanking actually is, I want to say it's more effective, although since the game's so new, so many people don't know how to use tanks. I've seen more supports become liabilities than become assets. Me included. I played one game. I was Ymir, being a tank, and I went like 3-12, and like for the majority of the game, I was 0-10 all the way up until like the last fight or last couple of fights. So wasn't exactly some like god character or anything being a support, but my team didn't know how to utilize having me as a support. So the carry I was laning with was sitting there like trying to give me farm and then yelling at me in chat when I wasn't taking farm and stuff like that. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and no, we already have a soul eater on the team, so my next item's gonna be the glove. Or yeah, pick up the glove as my next item. As you can see, I have Fenrir sitting there attacking me from behind, and I'm able to stay alive and sustain because I was able to eat a couple of minions while he was trying to chase me. Sadly enough, because of the way Fenrir is, he's a lot of stunt CCs, which kind of makes him hard to assassinate. I'm like trying to be like, yeah, I'm doing good against him, and then he rapes me. Let's see. But he's fighting someone else. I shouldn't have too much trouble with him as long as I don't get focused by 3 other enemies.
You have been slain.
I My team's letting way too many of their minions get through. No, not blaming my team or anything. I haven't been doing that good at clearing minions yet. Especially saying I have an attack that's AoE, so I can take out a minion wave in just 1 or 2 hits. It's just something we need to do better. As you can see, just the minions alone from that last couple of minutes has helped my team catch up. We were about 20 below. I wonder if there's any buffs around here. Also, one thing you'll notice, because my character has a jump, you can get people behind the walls and then jump over the walls as kind of a getaway. It does become difficult because, like, Fenrir also has a jump, but if he has to expend the jump to chase you over a wall, he's not expending that jump to catch up to you when you get some distance on him. One reason the Valor's gloves are pretty good, except you have to stack them up to get them to be their best. It does become a slight problem whenever you're working with something like this, because I've gotten them so late that building them, the game's gonna be done before I finish them off. But in like a normal jungle-ish build, you'd be fine this far in. As you can see, arena's only 20 minutes long. The normal games run somewhere around 30. And I should say, okay, I got an assist for that. I'm like sitting there tanking Fenrir. But yeah. By the way, this is just a normal arena. This isn't like a match of the day or anything. I just literally just got enough money to buy Bakasura, so I bought him. Probably 5 minutes before I got into this game. So this is pretty much like my first game owning Bakasura. Munch on that, around in a circle, jump away. But one thing I do like about adding the golden bow to Bakasura is he has the AoE attack, and it turns his AoE attack into a true damage AoE, which can be devastating to an enemy team. True damage, if you don't know, basically it's not magical or physical damage, so armor or like magical or physical protection don't actually work against them. Like, hey, focus on me, not on her.
An ally has been slain.
Take out all those minions. There we go. So I went 3-7-25. I'm gonna take it that my 25 assists kind of evens out the fact that I'm -4 on my KD. So yeah, as you can see, my goodwill's up to 100% now. So I just earned 7 worshippers from that. My first one of the day for arena. Note you get first one of the day with every match type. So match of the day, arena, conquest, joust, all those you get individual first wins. So if you max those out, you get I think 600 gold first win of the days. And because of my goodwill, I ended up getting bonus 12. So that's 153 favor rate there. as I was saying, yeah, I'd get first one of the day for any of these. Weird. Should see if I change over. Apparently I can get first one of the day from Arena again. But this next one, match of the day, is Warmongers. Warmongers is the Greek gods of war and the Chinese god of war in an arena battle. Assault is pretty much the ARAM. Domination's kind of the Dominion style. You hold points to win. Joust is a 3v3. Joust 1v1. And then there is, what is it? Well, I guess that's the Joust map. But yeah, so Assault would be your ARAM. Joust is a single lane, but it has jungle on either side of it. Arena, you just saw the arena. Conquest is the normal 3 lanes, 5 people. And Domination is your big, there are, I think it's 5 points. You start with tickets and they tick down slowly. Killing an enemy player will reduce the tickets, and controlling points. There are 3 points to control if you control 2 of them. So yeah, this was a fun game. I didn't do as well as I was hoping, but my team won, and 25 assists. I'm going to take on this credit for team. So, have a nice day.